All right, like I was saying, we're not going to, fix all these problems, here in 2 days. Okay. What I'm hoping is that after 2 days, you guys are going to have a plan as to what you're doing and what you're trying to fix and where you're trying to go. And we're after, coming up with a plan of what we're trying to do here. Okay. So we're looking here at Reynolds and. Off the tee, and I always like to put up a tee swing versus a live swing to see what it is I think you're trying to work on when you're practicing off the tee. And off the tee, I can tell you're really trying to abbreviate your stride, and you don't do nearly as much with your legs. When you go live, Ethan, you stride a little bigger and you get a little bit more drive out of your back leg. Is that something you're trying to do off the tee? What are you trying to do with your feet off the tee?
Trying to perfect the steps and stuff.
Well, you sound like you're guessing to me instead of really telling. I mean, are you trying to go with a short stride or no stride, or because that's a very little move there off the tee? Is that something you're trying to work on? Okay. There's a big difference there with how the back leg's moving. Okay, and so let's go ahead and break it down systematically. Okay, we'll start with the back leg. We're going to go back leg, then we'll go front side, and then we'll go back arm. Okay. The back leg has got to do two things, guys. Every time, it's got to get ready and it's got to go. And so that get ready happens right before release. Okay, and you can see, Ethan, there, the back leg does get ready. And then when he goes, there's pretty good sideways press there on the live swing. And we're talking about a movement here at the top of the femur, right here, that moves the body sideways. Okay? So that's all the back leg has to do is it has to get ready and it has to go every time. Every pitch you see for the rest of your life, that leg is going to get ready right before release. And that get ready basically means the back leg loads and that front foot comes up. Okay, so if we take a look here from the beginning, okay, getting ready, the foot is up. He's getting ready a good bit sooner than you. You're kind of going low with your stride, which is okay. Is that clear? What you're trying to do with your back leg is, meaning before release, pitcher's out here, before release, right before he lets the ball go, I'm going to get ready, and then I'm going to go. Every pitch you see for the rest of your life, that back leg is going to get ready, and it's going sideways to the ball. You're not going at all. You're spinning. Okay, and you're going to see that here in a minute. You've been taught at some point, which is, strange for me seeing how your dad's a golf instructor, and golf instructors really teach this sideways move first, that you don't have that in your swing, whereas he's got a little bit of a sideways move. So that leg, just like we go to throw, that leg is going to get ready and it's going to push in the direction of our target. In hitting, we need that leg to make a move in the direction of our target. Okay? So you'll see the difference here in a minute, how you're just turning your foot. Is that something you were taught? But you had an instructor?
No, I've never had an instructor.
Something you watched on television, internet?
No, just batting practice.
Okay. Okay. What your coach? What your coach tells you?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a school coach or was it a lead coach? Okay. Okay. Well, you'll see the difference here in a second. So as we look here at Reynolds, you can see that leg, it does get ready before release. There's a loading here. The front foot is unweighted. And then there's an unloading. I mean, there's a sideways press, just like this. And then we want, see how that foot is unweighted? It's unweighted before and through contact with the ball. That's an important thing to understand for both of y'all. I don't know if you know that you're doing that, but that's really about what we want there. Whereas you're going to see on your swing, you're not unloading at all. And let's stay with Reynolds here for a second. So we want to see this foot unweighted, and we want to see some slight forward movement out of it. Okay, make sure that we're really driving sideways. And we're getting some of that there. Okay. So the overall function of his back leg, I'm generally okay with it. I don't like how he goes when he starts to load. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and just to finish up on the back leg. It's very simple what the back leg has to do. And you really need to make your back leg in control of your footwork. Back leg controls the front foot, I like to say. So the back leg controls the stride. Okay? to finish up with the back leg, okay, watch how much, as we kind of gather there, you can see how much Reynolds' head kind of really sinks down. Okay, it really falls down. There's a lot of head movement, whereas we're going to have some. That's a little too much scrunching for me. Okay, Adrian doesn't scrunch, nearly as much as he is. Okay, so we're getting a little too much kind of downward movement of the body here. See how much is kind of moving down. Question?
That's what Jesse taught me to do, actually.
What's
To go down.
To go down that much. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Okay, and your hands are going. See how everything. I think what accentuates it even more is how much your hands, kind of go down.
Set it back.
Well, we're going to show you what I'm looking for out of the back arm. That's a real kind of sink. Your head may drop some. To me, the head, and then really kind of combined with how much the hands go down. There's too much of a big sink in the way you get ready. All right, so that did back leg. Let's go now to the front side, okay? And again, this is a very simple, again, what I teach is very simple. When I'm saying front side, what I'm talking about is if I took the body and sliced it in half from the eyes all the way through the front foot, the front half of the body, okay? And what you need to think of the front half is a nice solid wall to hit against or hit behind, okay? And so when he lands, you can see how square Adrian is, meaning the foot is square, the knee is still facing that way, and the hips haven't started to open up, okay? As we look at, we're looking at Ethan here, the first things he does is he gets out front foot flops wide open, and even more importantly, the knee is facing out towards the pitcher. So his wall starts to break down, he starts to fly open. The other thing that you see is the knee is stacked right on top of the foot, so we get this kind of look. When we take a line straight down from Adrian's knee, it looks like this, okay? As we kind of finish through looking at this wall on the front side and who's got a better wall, a more stable wall, as we get through contact, if I trace Adrian's spine, his spine looks more like that. There's a real tilt to the body, okay? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can almost take a clean line from his, from his foot all the way up through, and it kind of looks like that. Whereas, if I'm tracing the spine over here on Ethan, he looks more straight up and down, okay? And again, I'm looking at body parts when I'm looking at really bones, simply, when I'm looking at this, okay? And we've got a straight up spine versus a tilted spine, okay? And then his angle from his foot, kind of up through his spine looks more like, kind of like that, really. So it's not, I really almost need to do 3 lines to connect it. So we don't have nearly the tilt on the front side. We don't have nearly as good of a front side. So the simple cue of the front side is stay sideways or stay square, okay? And with the upper body, we want to see a lot more tilt and less turn, okay? He doesn't have terrible turn there. I still see his chest. A lot of guys will see their full back here, okay? But there's not quite the leverage that we have here, okay? But we need to stay more sideways and more square that front side, okay? Say that again. So as we get to the finish here, we take a look. We're going on back arm now, but this ties into the front side. We see how he's not really close to finishing. This arm is closer to extended, right before contact, and then it finishes really quickly. Extension and pronation right after contact. Okay. Now he top hand releases, and I know this has been big on top hand release, right? Okay. So you really shouldn't top hand release until that arm snaps over. He's going to release, it's not till here. Your back arm never really finishes. Just let it go there. Okay? It's not really turning over. So talking about the back arm, what does it do? The back arm, here's the path of the back arm. Elbow works up, elbow slots, everybody's elbow slots to the ball, okay, right here. And then that arm should be throwing to the ball, contact, and then finish. Once we finish over the top, I love top hand release. You're never finishing your swing. Okay. All right, so, on the back arm, it should look like a sidearm throw. The elbow work, if you're looking at Adrian, The elbow works up. Okay, everybody's elbow works to the ball at some point. And then from here, we want to feel like that top arm is finishing the throw. Okay, so we get out here, we get to contact, and we're close to finishing. Okay, right there. And then right after contact, that arm should extend and pronate. We need to finish the throw. Again, pronation is just a natural finish to any throw. So just like we throw right after we release, after we make contact, the arm should extend and pronate. Okay? As we look here at Ethan, again, he's been taught not to pronate, not to finish. Okay? What they call roll over. I'll tell you this, I've looked at more video than anybody in the country. I've never seen anybody on any swing ever rolled over at or before contact. I don't think it exists. I tried to do it, was able to do it, but it was super awkward to try to actually roll over before I hit it. Okay? So I think it's something that's definitely overcoached. Okay? So we want to see this arm pronate. We want to promote pronation. Whereas Ethan there's no pronation, there's no finish. Back arm never finishes. Okay? Arm never extends and pronates. You like finishing your throw like this every time the short side. Okay? Instead of extension and pronation. You don't pronate until after you let it go. Right? Okay? But you don't fight the pronation. Okay? So you got to start finishing that throw. Okay? And two, go back to the start with the arm action. Really, you want to, instead of kind of lowering the hands, you really want to activate the rotator cuff muscles. You want to feel like the elbow lifts and then slots in. You have a lot of hand movement, a lot of start the hands way high, let's drop the hands down, let's bring the hands back up, and the barrel kind of gets trapped behind your head. Simple cue is move the elbow all you want, don't let the hands travel. Move the elbow, not the hands. Move the elbow, not the hands. You've got hand action going everywhere. Okay? It's really the elbow that moves. See how his elbow worked up? Yours is still down. You have a dead elbow and really overactive hands. Then your hands make this last move up, which makes the swing really long. You wrap the bat around your head, and it's too long. As we get in here, your elbow is very wide. Look how tucked this is. It's too wide. Way too wide. Okay? Way too wide. It makes the swing long, makes the bat heavy. Elbow should be bent. Okay? So we want to move the elbow, okay, from the shoulder joint and keep it bent. Look how tight and bent his elbow stays. That's too long. Too wide. Too wide. Okay? Do a good job of keeping the barrel on top of the hands. That's nice. You got the barrel stacked on top of the hands. That's very good. Okay, very nice. Very good path because the barrel's tall on top of the hands. That's a light position. Okay? And your contact position, that's not too bad, but then you never crack the whip. You never pop the towel. You just keep you're gonna hit him with the towel like this. So you don't ever pop the towel.
Yeah.
Okay?
You don't have to pop me with the towel.
Okay? All right. In summary here with Reynolds. Okay? The back leg has to get ready and go. We'll go back leg, front side, back arm. The back leg has to get ready and go. Okay? And he's doing that, but there's just way too much sinkage. And really, a lot of it is with too much hand movement down is a big part of it. It's just really bouncy. Okay? He's got to trim the fat there. Okay? And the knee shouldn't even collapse as much as it's doing. It's just too much. Too much collapse to start things. Okay? But the back leg does get ready, and it does go sideways. He just needs to cut some of the fat out of it. There's a good sideways press there. Okay? That's all the leg has to do. Get ready and go sideways, and then allow it to turn over. Front side. Okay? Front foot flies open, front knee flies open, front knee gets on top of the foot, our wall is weak, and then with the upper body, we have too much turn, not enough tilt. Okay? Back arm. Back arm's real simple. Elbow should work up, okay? And the hands stay down. Here, there's no elbow activity. The hands kind of stay up. Then the hands drop way down. The elbow still hasn't done anything. And then they both kind of go up here high, whereas the hands should stay lower. No more than shoulder height. We've got hands up by the ear and bat wrapped around the head. Okay, it's too long. Okay? As the elbow slots in, elbow is too wide. Hands get kind of lost behind. Elbow should stay really bent. The bat is nicely stacked on top of the hands. Okay, it is nicely stacked. Okay, so he has a pretty good path to the ball from this point on. Okay, At contact, we're here, but there's no bracing effect. There's no whip effect. He never finishes the back arm, and he just, kind of pulls the lead arm around in a circle. All right, here we go. Big drill on the left. See how look how much quieter you are on the left, man. That is beautiful. You see the huge difference? My God, man. I'm always amazed. See how your hand, well, yeah, your hands are in a much better position, like you take the ball out of the glove, okay? Elbow works above the hands. I don't know what we're doing over there. Just a total. Look, do you see the difference in that arm pattern?
Yeah, I see the difference. The main thing is, can you feel the difference?
Yes, I can.
Okay, seeing it is one thing, but feeling it is another thing.
Wow. Yeah. Holy Batman and room. That is beautiful. Look at that front leg. Look at that.
This is square and strong, tall, up left.
Here the elbow's widened out on us. The swing's gotten long.
That's why you've been loopy.
Here we're still bent, right? Okay. I could work on just, kind of hitting that hand with the elbow just a little bit. But Mark, when you're looking at these guys, that elbow does go after, so the leg goes and then the elbow comes. So a lot of times that elbow might not get all the way in there. I know that's something we drill.
But exaggerated when we drill them. To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
So that they can feel that move.
And that's tremendous.
That's very coachable, man.
That's where you want to be, man.
Pro stroke. Or at least a pro approach.
Well, it's a pro, back arm load, back arm go, pro front side.
Pro pattern, right? Miguel Cabrera.
You see the difference in the front leg?
Yeah, I do.
It's got you flopping open like a duck.
Look at the slop. Look at the slop on the right when we start, right there.
You're stepping out a little bit,
all the bouncing. The whole body collapses, Look at this. You see the body collapsing versus the other one is all. This one's all. It's like I told you. It's all rotator cuff, gluteus medius.
In that first clip, there's a lot of wasted movement.
Wow.
That movement does nothing to help. Another clip, everything's on time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you get these results this fast at everybody?
No. I'll say this. This age is tougher than the younger ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so the younger ones are easier. When I get kids this age, it's harder.
Right.
So I'll say, this is at the more remarkable transformation in just, whatever it's been, 5-6 hours, whatever it's been, as compared with what you see with other kids that are older. Like, it's harder to change the old habits. Yeah. I'm also always, when I start out, I'm always shocked how quickly the kids adapt. They always impress me. Wow.